Hello everyone and welcome to another video of Database on Cedar workshop. For this video we're going to create a Python script that connects to our MySQL database, grab some data and do some processing on it, and after that we're going to create another Python script, but then that Python script will connect to our database, but this script will be executed via Slurm, the Cedar schedule. So let's get started. So for this first script, we have to first load Python 3, and we do so by typing module load Python /3.6.3. Python 3 should have been loaded now. If you type python-v uppercase, we see now we have Python 3, and then we create a virtual environment. Call it venv. Virtual environment is being created. Once the virtual environment is created, we should just have to activate this by typing venv bin activate. Now our virtual environment is activated. We finally just install our MySQL client library called PyMySQL. There are plenty of different MySQL clients libraries. You are free to choose anyone. For this example, we'll be exploring the PyMySQL, which is a quite nice library as well. So now have everything set up. Let's quickly take a look on our sample script called sample_mysql.py. And quickly just look at what this script is doing. So it first loads our PyMySQL library, import OS, just because we are looking at some environment variables, get the user for that environment, get the database name, in which case we've created database with alopez_db. For your case, you should have to change this variable here, and you can do so by typing I on your VM environment, and then you can easily edit this variable with your database target name. So now it looks at the user directory for the mycon file, which is the file that holds the credentials for the connection. Give it to the connection driver, and then acquire a cursor and do the query into the database. The query is quite similar to the one we've done in the Postgres and in the previous examples. It basically gets the cities where the population is greater than 100,000, and finally it will print out all those cities where this population is greater than 100,000. Let's take a look. Let's execute that and take a look, see how that goes. Save this, and then to execute, just call python sample_mysql.py. And there we go. We have all the cities where population is greater than 100,000. For this example, though, we haven't actually ordered by size. If you look at our sample mysql.py, if you want an output that is closer to what Postgres is outputting, I could easily come here and say order by population, and say task, which would then put the largest cities first and the smallest last. Quick look, and then there we go. Toronto comes first, second Montreal, and then Vancouver, and so on and so forth. That's basically how this script would go. I'll keep this script that way, and now we're going to move on doing some job submission on Cedar. To do a job submission on Cedar, to submit the script to be executed in a remote node on Cedar. Take a quick look on our Python sample here. Just this file here. What we have here is the window time for our job to execute, which is 1 minute. Then we just have a quick name for this job. And finally, we do have our environment being activated and the Python script being called for this bash script. That's all we need actually for doing the job submission. and then when I execute sbatch, it should not actually work for this first time. Just gonna complain because I have to give my allocation. Here's important: if you have more than one RAS allocation or rack account, you should specify which one Slurm is gonna choose in order to do this submission. In this case, I'll use def-elopis. For your case, you may have different allocation. If you are uncertain which one to use, you can always choose between one of those you have available for you. So for me, I will do patch account equals to def-elopis, and that should work. It's great. I'll take a quick look here, see. In this case, our job is not actually specifying where is the output being saved. That means our output will be available on the std out, meaning that the output file is this test_pg and our job ID number, which has already finished. So if you look at this file, we should actually be able to see the results, which is basically the query for the population, and ordered by the largest city to the smaller cities that are larger than 100,000 inhabitants in Canada. Now, if you want to have this output in a different file, likewise in Postgres, we can always direct the output to another file, say output.text, for instance, and that will then write that in a different output file. If I submit that again, you should be able to see that now I have the output file called output.text. If I do a cat here to take a look at the results, I'll have that on this new output file. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching so far, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.